Coming up on Murrow News 8, the mayor has announced his official pick to head the police department. We'll tell you who.
And do you want to meet the next WSU president? We'll tell you where to be next.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Joey Ertley.
And I'm Emma Gornia.
Pullman Mayor Francis Benjamin has nominated Acting Police Chief Aaron Brashers to take over the role permanently. The Pullman City Council will vote on his confirmation during a meeting Tuesday night. Brashers has served as acting chief since December, following the leave of former Chief Jake Opkenorth, who resigns last week amid a state investigation. A department veteran since 1999, was previously Pullman's police commander.
The Pullman Chamber of Commerce unveiled their new website last month, and I've heard your feedback. The tourism promotions manager for the Pullman Chamber of Commerce, Alexis Foran, has implemented the changes that she has received. If you have suggestions, her contact information is on the screen.
And Washington State University is holding a welcome reception for incoming president Dr. Elizabeth Cantwell, who officially stepped into her new role on April 1st. The event provides an opportunity for faculty, staff, and students to meet President Cantwell, mingle, and celebrate the new beginning of a new era for WSU, and will be held tomorrow, April 8th, from 4 to 5 p.m. in the Terrell Library Auditorium. As President Kirk Schultz and First Lady Noelle Schultz prepare to step down after 9 years of service at Washington State University, they reflect on their time at the university and the Cougar community. Here is a message from them in a newsletter earlier this week as they conclude their tenure. Leading a public research university requires an all-in, all-the-time mindset. We're grateful for the opportunity to interact with so many of you, for the passion that the Cougar family has for advancing WSU. It's been an honor to serve you as president and first lady. Once a Coug, always a Coug.
In a follow-up to our coverage of the incident outside of the Coug, where a man with a Trump hat was slammed to the ground, WSU spokesperson Phil Weiler let us know that Patrick Mahoney is currently enrolled for the spring 2025 semester still, and Gerald Hoff is not currently enrolled as a student.
And with an increase in scam calls and texts, Washington State University is taking extra steps in cybersecurity and fraud prevention. This also comes after WSU made a switch to Okta Verify. The Defend Your Identity event is a workshop that aims to teach people steps to help safeguard personal information. The event is being held on Wednesday at 5 p.m. in room 210 of the Commons Center and virtually through Zoom.
Hundreds of people in downtown Pullman rallied against the Trump administration and DOGE on Saturday. Organizers said they are protesting Trump's attacks on freedom and federal service cuts.
In other national news, the stock market fell again after another day of Trump's tariffs. Our reporter Will Glasby took to campus to ask an economics professor why it's happening and what's in the future.
Thank you, guys. So as we know, the tariffs have had a bit of an impact on the economy, specifically the stock market. We've seen a bit of a tumble as of late, but I reached out for a little more information and traveled to Hubert Hall and reached out to Professor Christopher Clark. He's a professor of economics here at WSU, and got a little bit more information.
Tariffs are a tax on any goods that cross into a border of a country. The announcement last week was the largest increase in tariffs in well over 110 years. This is also the largest tax increase we've seen since World War II. And it's a tax burden that will be felt mostly by lower and middle incomes. So if the financial sector ends up being poor, then businesses can't get access to loans. And if businesses can't get access to loans, then they can't expand. And if they're not expanding, if they're not building, if they're not operating, then they're not hiring. And that will affect students. And if a student graduates in the middle of a recession, we find that the scars from that can last to 7 to 10 years.
Again, what you just heard was from Professor of Economics Christopher Clark here at WSU. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up, multimedia journalist Emily Schmalz will show you the best spots on campus to get some pics for the gram. And for you seniors, when you should schedule your grad photos.
Emily is out on campus right now to highlight the best spots to get your pictures taken. Emily, what is the best spot to capture the most Slay Queen fabulous energy photo?
Months ago, we had a couple of those fabulous looking soon-to-be grads standing out and taking those pictures. We also have other places on campus that are very popular for graduation pictures. We have the Thompson Flats, the Breezeway right near Gesa Fields, and we also have the iconic Terrell Atrium. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Emily. With it heating up, the Pullman City Council is finalizing its final payment for a new fire truck engine. The total cost for the new fire pumper truck will be just over $1 million. Pullman Fire Department staff inspected the truck at the factory and are traveling to Portland to help deliver the unit.
And with summer approaching, Latah County emergency responders are working to keep the community informed about reducing the risk of wildfires. The Latah Community Emergency Response Team hosted a wildfire preparation meeting today at 3 p.m. in the conference room in the federal building behind the post office.
Joey, wildfire season is on the horizon, and Seth, do we have any chance of that hot weather coming our way?
Yeah, so we might see a little bit of hot weather coming our way, but maybe not around the wildfire range. Coming up soon, though. Looking at today, we're going to see a high of 54 degrees with a low of 42. It was raining basically all morning, but with that, we should see a little bit of rain from around 6 to 7 p.m. Moving on to tomorrow. We should see around a similar scene today, 53-degree high with a low of 37. Will be a little bit of wind tomorrow as well, and we should also expect, kind of similar today, a little bit of rain tomorrow night from around like 8 to 9 o'clock. So if you're out, keep a jacket on you. Moving on to the state of Washington map. If you're traveling up to Seattle or Olympia, just note that it is raining everywhere right now, and it will be raining throughout the Snoqualmie Pass as well, so just keep note of that. The high today in the state of Washington is in the Tri-Cities at 64 degrees. Spokane a little bit north right here at 55 degrees. Should see a little bit of rain tomorrow there as well, but other than that, it's pretty cloudy today. And moving on to our 5-day forecast, let me just move out of the screen here. A spike in weather on Thursday, a high of 67 degrees. You'll see a low of 43 on Thursday too, but yeah, it should be good. And we'll kick that back to the desk.
Rockin', thank you so much, Seth.
And Macy's hitting the mound to update you everything baseball. Sports is next.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
I'm Macy Harden here with your sports. Cougar Baseball added another series victory against San Jose State this weekend. The Cougs won 2 of the 3 games with scores of 10-2 and 6-5. They lost 12-6 on Sunday, however. But let's backtrack to their game on Saturday. Let's go to the bottom of the 11th. Cougs find themselves down by a run, but they tie it. And that's the man you want at the plate, Max Hartman, with a guy on third, and he's going to smoke one to the center field, and it's going to be plenty deep for a sac fly, and the Cougs win the ball game 6-5 in extras. Here's what Hartman had to say about it after.
Win it, but you got it done.
Yeah, I mean, Kyler Northrup ahead of me made my job easy there, and Griffin and Shull getting on there makes my job real easy. You got to hit a fly ball, so.
Man, I tell you what, you guys are a good baseball team, Max Hartman.
Yes, sir.
The Cougs were out on Bailey Brayton Field today, a matchup against San Francisco. They won 8-3 on 12 hits, including 4 singles by Logan Johnstone and 2 RBIs from Jonah Scholl. They moved to 13-19 to the season. They'll head to Albuquerque to play New Mexico in a 3-game series on Friday. Let's not forget the Cougs aren't the only ones having fun out on the field. The Pullman Greyhounds so far this season are 8-3 with their most recent game this last Saturday. The Greyhounds unfortunately lost in a close matchup against the Lakeside Eagles with a final score of 11-13. They will take on East Valley at home next Wednesday. The WSU Sports Lab has weighed in on performance of the recent popular torpedo bats. Director Lloyd Smith has said that the bats don't create a significant advantage. Rather, they help the batter hit the ball on the bat. Smith also said that the torpedo bat is made shorter so that the sweet spot is closer to the batter. Even head football coach Jimmy Rogers got in on the baseball action this week. The Cougars head football coach is in full swing with spring football practice, prepping for the upcoming season. Rogers spoke a little bit more on the inside scoop into what practice is looking like so far.
Yeah, I'm just trying to honestly, I keep saying the same thing. We're trying to keep our bodies fresh, but still get some work in. So Tuesday and Thursdays, we maximize our time in there and trying to get the most work. And I'd really gauge practice and the time and the physicality based off how the bodies are right now. So we got to stay healthy, and we're taking steps on certain spots. We just need to get more consistent.
And coming up, the finale of the 2025 March Madness tournament between Houston and Florida. We'll tell you our picks next.
Elmer's daddy taught him that when he has a big feeling like being frustrated, humming a song can help you feel better. We all have big feelings, and we are all here for one another. Love your mind.
Which makes you cooler, smoking or vaping? Which one is gonna make you fit in? Are your new friends going to enjoy a hit of your vape? Or will they like you more if you bring smokes out back? After all, you can't be cool without nicotine, right? Are you sure you're asking the right questions? Both smoking and vaping significantly increase your risk of lung cancer. Don't worry so much about being cool. Focus on staying healthy.
The 2025 March Madness tournament concludes tonight with Florida the favorite to beat Houston by just 1.5 points. Who do you guys think is going to win tonight?
I'm going with Florida. I picked them all the way in my bracket, so let's go Gators.
Nice. I'm going with the Cougs.
Going with the Cougs, guys. I picked Houston to beat Duke in my bracket. I picked Houston to beat Florida in my championship. Go Cougs.
Who are you going with, Macy?
Go Sports.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check our social media, they'll be on the outro sequence. We'll catch you on Wednesday. Have a good night.